morning, Pastor Steve here. Psalm 51, 5 and 6. Behold, I was brought forth in iniquity, and in sin my mother conceived me. Behold, you desire truth in the inward parts, and in the hidden part you will make me to know wisdom. Many dear saints of God feel it's their job to point out the sins of other people. Now, don't misunderstand me. There's a time for loving correction of brothers and sisters. That's not what I'm talking about. But we have become a group of prosecuting attorneys for the world instead of pointing the way to the great defense attorney. Have we not? Some feel that they came to Christ and then they arrived on a higher plane. When they learned to follow their particular group's list of rules or standards, that somehow they were better than those poor, benighted unbelievers. Well, God desires all to come to him. He doesn't force that. And I have found over the years that when God draws, he also, by his Spirit, convicts of sin. Running around with turn or burn signs is patently against the message of the cross. But when God invades a person, he makes really clear that they do need to turn, and he alone can make that heart change. He can make them turn around. We generally make them turn away. With the reference to being born on the wrong team, in sin, in a state of sin they were conceived, that is dead in regard to God. Jesus came, said Steve Brown, not to make bad people good, but to make dead people alive. That's what Paul refers to in Ephesians 2. And you he has made alive who were dead in trespasses and sins. If God is convicting someone, then they'll be more apt to turn to him and away from all that other life. But if you're pestering them about how bad they are, they will probably realize that they don't want to be a part of that club of condemnation. Relax, I do preach that sin is wrong, but mostly to point out the way that my church needs to change, the way that I mess up, so we can go to the Father and in love to him, be loved by him, and change. Sometimes we lay the sin on the altar and the light kills it. But it's a work of God, this repentance, a work of God that transforms lives from within and not a work of people who get behaviors modified and send the poor old person on a road to destruction. I'm going to get letters, aren't I? You ponder that, Pastor Steve.